Hello, hello. Hello to everybody. How's everyone doing? Alright, that was all. Yeah. I forgot to set up the game capture for the game, but yeah, no, I'm doing pretty alright right now. I just started playing. Everything's alright. I'm just big chilling right now. Just trying to relaxation. Pretty alright. I should be starting work pretty soon as well. I need to message my brothers for stuff. You know, the usual. I'm about to continue the game. I made this stream mature for a reason. For some reason, the latest follower, the latest sub, and the latest donator is not updating automatically. I'll have to fix that very soon, but for now, I'm just big chillin'. It usually does take a little bit to update itself, but can't do much about it for now. I will try to fix it soon. I will, though, on the other hand, continue to where I left off. So, analysis. Sure. Infinite, clumsy, loud, kitty, journey, pure. Tragedy. Extraordinary, raindrops, shiny, climax. Effulgent, warm, unrestrained, unending, determination, horror, captive. Determination. Death, melody, anime, disaster, giggle, pleasure. Pain, covet, cage, holiday, kiss, rose, lipstick, grief. Alrighty. This bitch said, let me be sad. Smile, ambient, unrequited. Heaven sent. Lust, incapable. Chocolate, fickle. Wrath, family, spinning, wrath. Oh. This bitch said, I'm angry. Promise, sparkle, play, candy, heartbeat, breathe, starscape. I could have gone melancholy. But I didn't. Whistle, joy, kawaii, precious, tenacious. Broken, uncontrollable, mouse, socks, aura, misery, love, beauty, bunny, cookie. Aura. Massacre, suicide, existence, portrait, variance. Amazing, daydream, awesome, vibrant, and Valentine. My roommate is awake. She is definitely up right now. Lovely. Let's say massacre. Amazing. Hurt, sticky, disarray, bliss, prayer, agonizing. Sing, flying, skirt, eternity, dazzle, strawberry, anger, disown. I'm not even gonna question it. After image, adventure, sugar, vivacious. Uncanny, sensation, uncanny. Philosophy, infallible, and entropy. I'm trying to go full Yuri right now. I want full milkers right now. I want the booba. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I am streaming. It just needs to be dried. Laundry. Okay. happy that you've all been willing to help for the festival as well. Sorry, I had to... I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great! Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to be looking forward to. Oh, come on! Oh. Oh, I accidentally skipped through. Someone sent me a message. You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Oh, Ika. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed and everyone's back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything different about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Nair, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers through the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. I'm checking something real quick. I also have to make sure I'm playing the right version of the game. I am playing the right version of the game. Awesome. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Nair. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. Oh. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it. I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she's just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mayor. Me? How on earth would you come up with that conclusion? Well... Oh, is that Sparkle? Oh, you're right. Give me 1 second. Also, hi, Sparkle! I updated the title. I love this game too. I do know the twist. I completely forgot to put up the trigger warning before it even happened. So thank you. The title updated, right? But thank you. I'm gonna continue playing this game because, like, you know, I did make it a mature stream as well for that reason. Definitely. So, it is such a cute game. Like, oh my goodness. Cute. I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Oh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. Oh. Just Monica. Shush it. Love you too. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now that it's always been. You're so funny, Mare. Have you always thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you? So far, I'm currently going for Mommy Milker's Cough Cough Yuri for reasons. I love Monica. Monica is best girl. I can agree. Okay, you're starting to sound like Monica. Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room towards Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Trust me, I understand completely. Thank you for lurking. I do appreciate that. Good luck on your homework. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with someone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Thank you! I'll try to have a good stream, seeing as what game I'm playing. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look in her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share that concern. I can't speak. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping them to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Oh? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe that I'm just reading into it a little too much? There. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath a plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. A guy, yes, with testosterone and balls. So, I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches me an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down at the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Well, just Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Mare in club activities? Oh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then, let's go, Mare. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against a wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. There. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as what you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. You always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain into a hurricane. I can't read. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Mare, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Mare, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. I actually don't like tea. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it is time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Oh, oops. Okay, I was just doing something real quick. Just so I could chat a little bit. Okay. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Mary. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Mare, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I gotta make sure my camera's correct. 1 segundo. While I fix this. Cute. It appears that it is fine. Let me just... What the fuck? What the fuck? There we go. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Ooh, don't get any closer to me, Yuri. You're so cute, Yuri. I gotta stop. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. With a chest like that. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression that I could only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and I fumble with a chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book and to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have a harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book, simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Weird. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Her expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Mare. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. Someone liked my video. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri meets mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I almost said breasts. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Oh. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Mary, you can help Yuri put away her tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. Oh, I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without much of a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem first? Monica. Hi, Mare. Have you thought about what you want to submit for to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. My nose. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's totally a different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like the light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. What? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's nothing really wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Oh, that was... Anyways. I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose. All that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather, Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind, day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, and dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows my back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In any way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Yeah, you know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you what you're writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori, because she's been very depresso espresso. Huh? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Oh. Hell yeah, anime boobies! I did not say that. But yes, anime boobies. Boobies of the animes. Someone messaged me today asking, is Doki Doki Literature Club free? It's not. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. What? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. And that makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Mare. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today, Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming a bit to herself. Who should I share my poem to next? Well, right now that Bio is currently in my chat, who should I go for next? Natsuki or Yuri? If she hasn't disappeared yet, that is. Should I go for anime boobies or cutesy tsundere? I'm waiting. Euro. Okay, got you. Euro. Alright. There. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. That's fine. That's completely fine. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improvise so much thanks to you. And you're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel this way. Feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something you've never even shared it and never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Mare, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyways, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Mare. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. You've been just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. You don't know anything? Really? This bitch. I know I'm a difficult person, Mare. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself a lot. All the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A Marvel Millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore, drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing, but we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose you better compare the differences in our writing style, or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something more simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts in once in a while. Yeah, I think I can agree. Thanks for sharing. Who should I show my poem to next? It's not like I have anybody else to show it to. Natsuki.
Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place.
What? You didn't think this one was that bad? What did I do wrong?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
What?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, aren't you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
And you know, Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean it. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in the world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place.
Okay, 3. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second.
Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? What? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez.
Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is commonly foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she?
It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did you run off to anyway?
What's my catchphrase, huh? What is my catchphrase? I would like to know what my catchphrase is. Is it this bitch? Or is it... What is it? I want to know. Oh my god. I'm not sucking dick. I'm slurping noodles. Thank you for that one. Quite appreciative. Where the heck did she run off?
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she went to go pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked this time she's not feeling well? So much of you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she has kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. This bitch is laughing at me. This bitch is laughing at me. What you laughing at, Bio? You laughing at me? Damn. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say? Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I am useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Nope, Mom, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. What the fuck? I know what's coming. I'm nervous about it too. Because, like, I haven't played it myself, but I've seen snippets. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you now that she's not around. I don't have my water on me. No, that may be the case, but I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, don't you? So, so you should make some banners and decorations to help with the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes and she stares at the desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyways, that just leaves you, Mare. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that! In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way if you help one of them around. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting that I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, so you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. May or may not be may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. I forgot that I'm a man. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mayor to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? What do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mayor to decide where he'd contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in.
You literally just said,
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though.
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Mary, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Who should I go for? Should I go for Tomboy Tsundere? Should I go for Big Mommy Milkers, anime bitch? Should I go for Monica? Or should I go for cutesy little bitch who was very sad? I have no idea. I've been going for Yuri this entire time, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go for Big Mama Milkers. Well, I'll probably be more useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki, I could already tell you're about to say something mean.
No! I was just saying. Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Mare? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear.
What the fuck? I'm looking at what you're saying in chat. Big Mommy Milkers is also a good choice. Milkers. Milkers. Cutesy bitch. Cutesy bitch. Oh, I didn't see your thing until after I chose. My bad. That's good to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself?
I mean, yeah.
I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Oh, well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Yeah, you did. Please don't swear in my chat. I have to say that. It's actually in my rules. I'm allowing it this once, because it's you, Bio. Do you feel the same way, Mare? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all. I love you too. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Mare picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do will ever compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she's already had troubles with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was only trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would even say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe it slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mare. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Sorry. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous amount of effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it really doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert. Hello, Amy! Things are gonna get really weird really soon in this game. So, if you want to stick around for that, please feel free. Okay. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other every... There's a party in my chat. 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 Okay. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her since in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit simply by... I don't want to spoil this, but I am gonna warn you, it's gonna get really bad. It's gonna get very, 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 very bad. Look. Where is it? There we go. There is an ad playing right now. Right now, I'm gonna warn you, Amy, it's gonna get very bad. You wanna stick around for that? Feel free. If you don't, I completely understand. But yeah, again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up. Oh! Hi. You made it at the worst. What the fuck? Thank you! You made it at the worst part of the game. There's literally triggering shit right now.
If you want to watch the stream, that is.
Okay, so I'm promoting myself to my roommate. Yeah. Yeah. It's very, very bad. Yes, Sudoku. Let's just say Sudoku. Okay, my friend got me a drink from a local place, so I appreciate that. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh! Oh! It's not that yet! Oh my god! What? I was expecting... Oh, okay. Hi, Mare. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Oh, okay. Oh. She's not dead! Ugh. Okay, Sayori forces a smile and it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, haven't you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she'd had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over?
How come you wanted to suddenly come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time that we decided to... that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Bye, Bio! I'll still be around for a little longer. I do plan on streaming for like 2 or 3 hours. And then, depending on what we do for Oak's birthday, some Jackbox. But it all depends.
It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Fridays. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So? Sayori smiles and shakes her head. That's no good, Mare. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being selfish. I think that's why the world's decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mare. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Mare? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Do you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori has been keeping this from me for the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think of her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Mare. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mare. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that I could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. The tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart, hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Mare.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I am really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mare.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mare.
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mare. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for me a long time?
No, I just got here.
But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have just reassured you and hurried more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I got my phone down here just so I could see what's going on. I also know what's coming up. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so That's very considerate for you to do. No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Huh. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. I spit. I spit. I feel gross. Who is sending me Steam messages? I swear to God. The beach. Okay. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the progress of opening the desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly on her lap, making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancement. Ah! I can't read. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't think you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. No need to be so anxious. I can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in a black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be pretty neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate throughout your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, let's just ignore that. There we go. It's jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than a relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently and clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. Well, we won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang on the doorway in the classroom. Then we could fasten the paper on the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It might also attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose they do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with her red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed than I am when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something she enjoys. Here, here's a marker, Mayor. My nose is unnaturally itchy. Ah! If you're wondering what I'm drinking, if you are wondering what I am drinking, it is from a very common place here in Nebraska. It's from a little coffee shop called Scooters. And it's a Red Bull with pear-infused flavor that I had never known about until my roommate decided to take me to Goodwill one day and bought one. And I liked it. I thought she was saying peach for the longest, but no. It's not peach. It's pear. Here's a marker, Mayor. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Hey, promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny to how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a real cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife. While the handle is facing me, I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curiosity of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger. Ow! Mare! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It could cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my fingers. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my fingers. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Uh-oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Mare!
Did you really just do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If it's not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Mare. Yuri giggles shyly. What? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. What the fuck? My roommate sent me a snap. What? That's actually really fucking cute. That's really fucking cute. Oh yeah, but anyways.
I see. That's really relieving.
Actually, I know what I'm gonna do right now. Let me turn on the volume so I could just let me copy. Yep. My roommate is texting me back. It was a terrible spot to like stop, but it was getting really weird. Stream manager and my roommate is currently texting me. We love that. Anyways, that's relieving. The tension quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. Oh, I'm going to head out. Have a good stream. Yeah. I am warning people before anything happens. Definitely. I actually do plan on streaming Sea of Thieves when we do that, just so people could see us struggling the entire time. If you're fine with it, that is, though. I'll try to see if I can drag Oak into it too. It is his birthday today. But yeah, thank you so much, Sparkle. I'll see you around. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we'll lay them all across our side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking on coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked for you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each tablets in. Do you mind fetching those up for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it'll be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bringing that back up into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that will look very nice. I would like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise and daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on a wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Oh, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneeled at opposite sides so we don't get into the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide to when we paint. Okay, this kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry, it feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. It feels, even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little nicer. I think that's what helps. That's what it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games. There's simply sharing the experience with someone that can make someone happy, or that can make me happy. I can't read. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. By the way, for anyone tuning into the stream, I am a man. In this game. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Gah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back and down in front of her. Here. Aww, she looks really pretty there. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer? It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books, almost as she's lost in a daze and enveloped in her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through the slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is there an aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists and a tingling sensation down my arm. And suddenly her face seems much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent and forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I instantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling out the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it looks pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. I'm adjusting my legs. Oop. Okay, anyways. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. Nose that is itchy. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering? Oh wait, are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Ugh. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you'd be at least trying to enjoy yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I secretly was hoping she would have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be a little too irresponsible for me to wait a little longer. Or much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being a little slow worker. It's not your fault at all. And the most important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seemed to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend any time with her friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Foreshadowing. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over and we can just go out somewhere. I forgot that you don't like going out much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Mare. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Oh, she is close! Woo! Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get the chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Ah! Ah! Hi there! Sayori! Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Mare. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already late. But I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see him for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. How close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that really matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mare? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Mare. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you... Thank you. Thank you very much. I have drank my drink. I will say, things will get extremely triggering really soon. I put a trigger warning up on the title of my stream. I'm also saying it right now because it's getting really close to that triggering spot. Not to tell you to go away, but just in case it's a sensitive topic to you. Because we're going to be talking about the topic of Sudoku. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but not everybody does. So, it's my role to put up trigger warnings regardless of anything, because not everybody knows that already. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure you. I'm scared, Mare. I'm really scared. What are you scared about? Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mare. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down to Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, I'm gonna be very nice to her because I love her. I really do love her. Like, I'm gonna be straight out. She's a sweetheart. She's looking out for you constantly. She just wants you to make friends. I hate the outcome that comes out for her, regardless of the choices, but I still want her to know that she's loved, because it's true. Sayori, I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day help you realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, and I know we'll both be happy. Mare. Sayori suddenly wraps her arms tightly around me. Mare, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Mare. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Mare. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be here every step of the way. And that's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand, and we'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Mare. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. And what Sayori meant by not wanting anything else to change, I don't know. But I know I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to make a happy future with her. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry. I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything. I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over than so I could spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. Bleh. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Mare! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought Yuri would be here right now. Monika's placing the booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. I can't speak. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and I submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's what I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Mare. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monika's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it almost a professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during the practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my— oh shit. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Mare? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Don't strain yourself! Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her when she wakes, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her feel really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer. She's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? This is really something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock the door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, I fucking jumped. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit just yesterday. I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. That's why I did confess to her. And make her feel even worse. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like I always have been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed for me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed.
um. Thank you guys for joining my stream today. I think I'm gonna finish that here now. I think I'm gonna finish that stream here for now, you know, because like I literally jumped at the music change. Like I couldn't even look at it. Oh my god. I knew it was coming, but it always startles me really bad. Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by at my stream. It's been a very nice time. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna see who I could possibly raid right now, because actually, right now, GG Gamer is currently streaming Hollow Knight, so I'll raid her. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna hop over there, pretend this didn't happen. Yeah.